This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They have a huge variety of codes up on their website, reaching from Eternatus, Zacian, League Battle decks, you name it. Use the coupon code ZAPDOSTCG for 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every day, and you can sell cards as well as buy cards from people all across Europe, and it's very easy to use. So definitely check the website out by using the affiliated link in the description below. You're gonna be helping me out a ton. What's up YouTube, it's ZAPDOSTCG here and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're gonna be playing with none other than Centiskorch VMAX once again, just because in the Chill Series 15, a huge tournament with 342 players, Pedro Torres from Spain actually got first with none other than Centiskorch with Silvally GX. So Silvally GX, we got familiar with this card a little bit already thanks to playing it with Whimsicott, and the disc reload allows you to draw cards until you have 5 cards in the hand. This is very great to just get, of course, your Welders, so you can Welder after Welder, but also it pairs really well with Giant Heart, which thins out your hand, and there's a lot of insta-playable cards like Reset Stamp. Sometimes in the late game you can actually find the Reset Stamp to put the opponent to a low hand size and then strike out of nowhere. Sometimes you can also use this as a 2-price attacker to slap 120 damage with the Brave Buddies, and also, for the new people that are here, be sure to subscribe because I'm posting daily Pokemon TCG content and you never want to miss the top tier decks that are being played in online tournaments. We have Centiskorch VMAX, GMAX, Centinferno, 40 damage plus 40 more for every fire energy attached to it. And actually, after you slap the damage output, you can actually attach a fire energy from the discard pile to it. So if you can keep attacking with GMAX Centinferno, this is going to be a one-hit KO monster. And you can also go with the one-hit KO with Heatran GX and the Burning Road, because if you switch Heatran GX to the active position, you can absorb all fire energies attached to all of your Pokemon. There is a heat fire energy in here, just because against the Centiskorch matchup, if you get this attached to your Centiskorch, they will have a little bit of a harder time to knock you out. This also counts for other attackers, because that means Centiskorch VMAX has 340 HP. We have a Melolana, so against decks that are trying to go for 2-hit KOs, you just say, nope, not gonna happen. We have Melolana, and we can also make use of Eldegoss to get back that Melolana, and that's the same scenario for Welder or Boss's Order. So a very consistent list because it runs 3 Cherish Balls, so you always find out the Dedenne GX early on, so you can find, of course, your resources. You always want to go second with this list using Flare Starter and get yourself going. So we're gonna be checking this out. So big shout out to Pedro Torres. I actually played against him already a couple of times during tournaments on stream, and a top 8 and all that good stuff. So definitely check out, I think it's Shinichi18 on Twitch, and he's a very well-known player in the community. I think he also got 4th at Worlds at one point, so yeah. Pedro Torres, well-known genius, and we're gonna be trying out his list, Silvally GX with none other than Centiskorch VMAX. Okay. It's very funny to see that there's still a lot of GX cards being played, so we're up against a Dragon deck, so probably gonna be ADP. Also, Centiskorch has an awesome time against ADP, as you will hopefully see in this video. We are not afraid of ADP at all, just because ADP typically always goes first and we can go second, so we can Welder instantly and we can also use Flare Starter. So as you can see here, opponent is probably gonna go first because that's what ADP lists. Okay, I can go first. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. We have Silvally. We don't have a basic Pokemon, not that it matters too much. Also, I wonder why this list is going second. There's a Dragon deck box, so that makes me think he's playing a lot of energy switches and wants to go for Ultra Creation GX on the first turn going second. That could be a thing, but we're not going to be worrying about this at all. Just slapping down Centiskorch, which is already a great deal for us, to be honest. We're going to be using Quick Ball, getting ourselves a type null, and just calling it like that. We're gonna see how it happens. Okay, it's this is interesting. Our main attacker will be Volcanion in this scenario, so I'm gonna be slapping down Volcanion. We're gonna be going with none other than a Quick Ball. I'm getting rid of a Fire Energy. We do have Fire Crystal in hand, which is awesome. We can slap down a type null. We're not gonna go and slap down a lot of the Dedenne GX because that's not gonna help us out at all. Also, we can go for Heatran GX with the Cherish Ball as well, so I think I might just go for that approach. We're gonna have to wait and see and how it goes. Okay, let's just attach here. Go with the Cherish Ball as well. Don't think so. We can use Cherish Ball, finding the Dedenne GX, go for time. Yeah, this is going to be just classic Mad Party. If we evolve into Centiskorch VMAX, he's probably gonna have to go for the 2 or 3 shot, and we do have Malolana in our list, so I'm not concerned about this at all. He already has a Twin Energy, and there is a Dedenne GX on his field right now, which is actually pretty interesting for sure. At one point, we can boss that Dedenne GX and take a lot of prize cards, unless the opponent relies on the Giovanni's Exile, as we've seen use multiple times before in Math Party, definitely in the top list right now. He is able to slap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100 damage. That's pretty scary. Hopefully we will find Malolana. We don't need anything else, so just need Malolana and a switch, and we're gonna be good to go. Just undoing that damage output, and that's gonna be fantastic for us. Okay, he slaps down a Poltergeist, a Sinisty, which can evolve into Poltergeist later on, but he already got rid of 2 Poltergeists, so maybe his consistency clunks up a little bit. Yeah, there's a Mad Party 4, 120 exactly, so we just need to find our Malolana here. Getting more HP is awesome. We're gonna be going with evolving this one. What else? What else might we possibly do? Let's go Cherish Ball for nothing. Or do we get the Dedenne just in case? We just need to find our Malolana. I actually should have checked if Malolana was in there, by the way. Disc reload. Okay, Malolana and switch. Well, sometimes it's just perfect like this. So, Malolana first. Yeah, that's what I actually wanted, so let's get rid of this. That's why the Malolana is in here, by the way. So that was a damage of that we undo right now. Switching around, so the Silvally does help out. And the only thing we need to find is like Centiskorch VMAX. Okay, there he is, straight from the bat. And I think getting another type null setup is nice, or another Volcanion, because Volcanion is also a way we can promote a 1-prize Pokemon to attack some damage. We have Boss's Orders as well. Even if we use the Dedenne GX, I think I'm just gonna get ourselves another type null. I think I love this part, or actually another Eldigo, so we can undo the damage with Malolana stuff. That sounds pretty interesting to me, for sure. We also have Reset Stamp, Welders, yeah. The Eldigos, I do love this part because we can Malolana and make sure this guy has to go for like a 4-shot or whatever. So let's go with G-Max Antiferno. We destroy him and we get an energy back as well. How busted is this deck? Okay, next up we're gonna be trying to go after that the Dedenne GX. That seems to be a good deal to me. That way we uptrade. This guy still needs to like 2-shot at most. Also needs to be finding his energies. Maybe he slaps down another Dedenne GX. Okay, the Great Ball whiffs out. There's a Quick Ball as well. Another Dedenne in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very interesting. We can Malolana, attach here and retreat and get the energy back as well. So, okay, Reset Stamp, our Eldigos goes down the drain. Our Boss's Orders goes down the drain, but we do get a Boss's Orders back and Communication, which is exactly the exact same thing, because we can get back the Eldigos with that. Okay, another 2-prize Pokemon. Right now we're slapping 160. We have 340 HP. He's gonna have a hard time. Either we knock out the active Bunnelby. I think we have to go after the 2 prizes before he uses Eldigos. That's like our main concern right now. So as you can see, against 1-prize decks, Malolana is like your best friend, for sure. And always, if the opponent uses something like Reset Stamp or Marnie or whatever, Silvally can draw you out of that situation, for sure. Oh, even a Chaotic Swell, so no more fire energies for us. So I think we will need to boss this one and then boss the other one next turn thanks to Eldigos. That could be a way. Okay, Marnie. Okay, Marnie, and he also used Reset Stamp, so that's a little bit of a pain, but we do get a Fire Energy, but nothing else for that matter. Hopefully he whiffs on Twin Energy, by the way. Great Ball, whiffing it out. Bunnelby again. We have a Fire Energy, but that's not enough. That is not enough. Yeah, our hand is actually pretty much disrupted and depleted, but it isn't a big problem because Silvally can draw you out of the situation, as you will hopefully see. He did draw a lot of cards, hopefully no Twin Energy, still T-Break, so he's gonna go very impactful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 180 damage. It's a little bit scary for sure. Island Challenge Amulet going down to the OHKO, so he's making sure that this turns into a 1-prizer instead of relying on Giovanni's Exile. That's interesting. He didn't attack this turn, which is also pretty huge. Okay, I think it's time. Do we slap down another Centiskorch here? Yeah, maybe, because the Centiskorch is a nice Pokemon, which is able to just go crazy on the late game. Just gonna be attaching that over here. And just gonna go for a Disc Reload. I just want to find Boss's Orders, by the way. Or an Eldigos. Either one of those will be working out perfectly for us. Alright, we have a Cherish Ball, so we could go for the Dedenne GX. Do we do that? The Dedenne GX, because that means we can draw into Bossasaurus. I think that is actually not a bad idea. Yeah. Let's go! The Dedenne GX party. Ta-ta! Okay, there is that classical boss that we were talking about here. So we are gonna boss the Dedenne GX. Ta-ta! What else? We have a reset stamp. As long as he has like, he still doesn't have his energy, so reset stamp will not be a good thing. He might have like triple accelerated energy, but that's not a big issue for us right now. He could actually go after all of our bench hitters, which is a little bit scary. A little bit scary for sure. Maybe he has boss. Maybe he doesn't. Interesting for sure. He's probably gonna go after our Silvally here. We still have a Cherish Ball, but that's not gonna work out for us because we don't have anything else to work with. We do have a Heatran. It's a 2-prize Pokemon, a little bit better than the other one. Let's go, G-Max Centinferno. Could have also like target down the OHKO, but that's not gonna get us 2 prize cards, is it? Come on, what do we get? We got a Welder. Well. Little bit late to the party. I wish I would have gotten something like a Quick Ball or a Communication so we could have gotten out Aldigo so we can boss this one again and definitely winning the game that way. We'll see how it happens. He still needs to play a Giovanni's Exile for sure to win the game. Okay, 1 T-Break. He needs to boss this turn. Boss and triple accelerated energy or twin energy is the way to go. And we can also stamp him next turn to just put him at a low hand size. Okay, there's a Quick Ball. Another Mad Party going in the discard pile. There's 3, 6, 7, 9 of them. 10 of them in total. He slaps 200 damage. Okay, 200 damage. Silvally GX still safe. The Dedenne GXs are not safe. So he probably will boss this turn and knock out the Dedenne GX. I don't know how many boss he runs. Probably a lot, like maybe 2 or 3. So he can go for knock this out, knock this out, knock this out. But he needs to boss every single turn. That's a little bit more concerning. And he cannot boss and play Giovanni's Exile in the same turn. Unless he plays Lieutenant Surge, which I highly doubt because Mad Party is like kind of an aggressive build. Do love the fact that we were able to use Melowana at our advantage because he's never going to be able to one-hit KO a 340 HP monster. What to do right now? We need to find either Quick Ball, Communication, or a Boss's Orders so we can make sure we knock this guy out and win the game afterwards. Seems good to me. Communication. He still has another Dedenne left. Okay, that's also interesting. We don't have Mawile GX in our list, but it's always interesting to see that the opponent has another 2-prize Pokemon. He's playing a lot of them, like 1 Dedenne, 2 Dedenne, 1 OHKO, 1 Crobat. Maybe there's a lot of energies priced. Okay, Roxy. Imagine like seeing Coughings. Okay, he's not playing boss. That is very huge right now because this is going to be irrelevant. He's not going to be able to KO this Centiskorch. He has to 2-shot it at most. Interesting. I think I will Welder onto the Volcanion here. Seems to be like a great deal to me because Volcanion is able to do some funky stuff. 220, so that's about it. Okay, switches everywhere. Okay, what do we do about that? What do we do about that? Okay. I think, yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a good strategy here. Welder time. Okay, Crobat, switch. We could stamp the opponent to a low hand size. Still doesn't seem to be having boss or anything. Still have another energy. I think I will attach it here. The only thing where I'm concerned about is like playing a boss. A reset stamp party. Don't want to give up my Centiskorch like it's a 2-prize Pokemon. So actually, maybe we draw into like the good stuff. Switch. Switch again. Yeah, our Centiskorch will go down, unfortunately. Okay, we draw 1 card. It is a Giant Heart, actually. It will thin out our hand and hopefully will give us the cards that we need. We do have another Welder in hand, so we'll see how it goes. G-Max Centinferno. We get another energy back, so he's probably going to be attacking our Centiskorch, and we just need to go after that Crobat, right? That's how it goes. Quick Ball, that's an Aldigos right there. And the Aldigos will provide us with the boss. So the only thing we are concerned about is getting another Centiskorch VMAX. So he needs to use Giovanni's Exile right now. We stamped him to a low hand size. Okay, there's the Dance of the Tributes, as to be expected. He can also slap down another Dedenne GX and go for Giovanni's Exile, and his Giovanni's Exile might be prized because there's 6 cards still in his prize cards, which is huge. So he can definitely take 3 prize cards here, which is not gonna matter too much because we knock out something else again. We can actually promote another Centiskorch VMAX. Okay, there's the boss play. Going after this Centiskorch V. And if he KOs this one, okay, reset stamp. Hopefully we draw into like Quick Ball or Eldegoss. Welder, that's not good. Do have access to Silvally again, which is nice. Okay, Mad Party. This is kind of irrelevant for sure. This air balloon will come in handy because we can promote the Silvally. We can just need to find the boss, right? Just need to find the good old classic boss. All right, Giant Heart. So we Giant Heart. Get rid of the card. He's placed 2 chaotic swells. That's crazy. Come on, disc reload, Quick Ball or something else to work with. Okay, there's the Eldegoss. That's perfect. So Eldegoss, boss, and that's game. Well played. Let's take care of this Crobat. It's a 2 prize. He didn't use Eldegoss, so that was just perfect. We could have played another reset stamp. So Silvally putting huge work into the Centiskorch V list for sure to just draw you out of Marnies, draw you out of reset stamps. It's definitely a solid list for sure. Big shoutouts to Pedro Torres. We have to think a little bit. Also, Volcanion is a nice 1 prize addition to a deck like this because that allows you to just attack with a Volcanion. That's only a 1 prize. So if the opponent has played all of their bosses orders down, you can just go on the offensive with a 1 prize Pokemon. It is also very huge against stuff like the Decidueye, by the way, because VMAX cannot hit the Decidueye. The Volcanion definitely can. Okay, you ready for another game? We're looking for an opponent. We are very curious to see who will be facing this Centiskorch list right now. It's working out perfectly, if I'm being honest. So you have a good matchup across the board. You only have to be afraid of stuff like Lapras and Inteleon, and those aren't seeing a lot of play. And we always go second with this list, never forget, because Volcanion is the main star of the show. We already have Volcanion. He might be playing Reset Stamp early on, but I doubt it. I doubt it. This is a good hand. Probably will not play Reset Stamp. He could be, if he's playing something like Crobat to thin out his hand, so he can play down the Reset Stamp. Maybe we should have slapped. Okay. Victini V. In this hand, we don't have an energy just yet, so we definitely have to resort to the Dedenne. Oh. You have a good deck. Centiskorch versus Centiskorch. Which one? Hello. How are you doing? Hello. Hi, how you doing? Having a good time over here? Okay, let's do it like this. So, Centiskorch, we communication this one away. Yeah. We're gonna be putting down a type null. Ta-ta. Next up, Cherish Ball, Dedenne GX. There we go. Communicate. We can actually like use communications. Left down another one. Probably will not need another Volcanion. Probably will not need another Volcanion, but I'm actually going to be using Volcanion. Maybe as a 1 prize option, it is nice. So maybe we get something else to discard. We can Crobat and Dedenne, but there's a lot of 2 prizes on our field right now, which is something I don't want to do. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get rid of this Volcanion. Quick Ball. Just in case we get the Crobat up in here. Maybe we whiff on the fire energy. You never know how it happens. Okay, that's good. So we have that. We can also like Welder this turn, right? This is also good if he Welders. He still needs to attach another energy. So let's just put the Heat Fire energy over here. Although it's better on here. I know. Maybe we whiff on the Welder. You never know how it happens. Snapping down this. And the Dedenne GX. So maybe we can Welder onto Centiskorch to bid the damage output to a bigger use. Okay, we do have Welder. And a communication, so we get Silvally and even this one. So that's actually not bad. Okay, it's Welder time. 1 energy. It's not the biggest thing, but we have another Welder ready for next turn. There's an energy in the discard pile. There's switches. Let's go for Flare Starter. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put them all to the Centiskorch. And next turn we slap for 320 if we Welder for the complete damage output. We can make sure we do that by getting out Silvally GX, drawing cards, switching around. Okay, he has Pokegear. Hopefully that whiffs. He finds green. Okay, this is a green Magneton build. Green Magneton build. Which build is better though? Right now, this guy is going to be able to slap 200 damage. So either the Victini V goes down. If he relies on one Magneton, it's going to be game. Pokegear. He can actually blow up a Magneton. And then that means he can actually Welder twice and get rid of our Centiskorch VMAX. Yeah. I wonder how we should go. Also, we can reset stamp him to a low hand size. Actually, reset stamp so his green version goes down the drain. Also, with us having 140 HP, he's not gonna be just attaching and knocking us out. That's like the main concern. That's what something I don't want. Otherwise, he could have gone green, switch, and knock us out. That's something we don't want. Green, quick ball. He's gonna get out of Magneton for sure. Also, if he knocks something out, we can go for the Heatran. The Heatran play is very good. We do run 3 Cherish Balls in this list, so that's like totally busted. Okay, there's an air balloon. Is he gonna go on the offensive instantly? Ooh, big charm. It's pretty nasty, for sure. Switching around, just gonna go attacking us. We do survive. Thank you. Okay, what now? Does he have Welder? We can Welder next turn for sure. So I'm actually going to be switching around to Centiskorch V. If we Welder, this Victini can go crazy. That's something we don't want. We can use the Fire Crystal, getting 1 single energy, which is actually going to be necessary if we want to Welder next turn. We can attach this over here. Then we can boss this one. Ta-ta! We can use Centiskorch right here. We can use Communication. Getting rid of the Dedenne GX, getting ourselves the Silvally to draw cards, and we have Welder. The only thing we need is like a Giant Heart, and then that Centiskorch will not be a big problem unless he relies on stuff like the Heat Fire energies. That could be the case. We have another Welder, and here's the Centiskorch. Yeah, we did it actually differently. This is nice. Luckily, we did draw into the Centiskorch VMAX. Could also like slap 180, but that's not gonna be. Yeah, I actually did misplay a little bit. I was actually thinking I evolved the active one, but that's not the case. Luckily, Silvally drawed us out of that nasty situation, and we're good to go. Okay, what now? We have Heatran ready. We don't have Scoop Up Net, unfortunately, but this is looking very menacing. We have 5 energies already. So if we Welder for the full potential, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Weldering, yeah, he has, of course, access to, yeah, he's playing another Cynthia Catlin to get the green back. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies. If we Welder and get attach of the turn, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's huge. Also, we can, yeah, boss this one if we want to. Let's see here. We can quick ball away this one. Attach the energy. I just want to find 1 single energy so we can Welder enough. Okay, G-Max Antiferno 160. He can go for the 2-shot if he wants to. Okay, this is bad. This is really bad. Yeah, we're gonna get nothing. Yeah, what now? What now? I guess we're gonna have to go on the offensive with the other Centiskorch. Because if we Welder, you're not gonna get the KO here. We do have Switch, Giant Heart as well. Quick Ball for Eldigos, for Welder again. Interesting. Don't know if he has Boss or not. We could switch to Volcanion and Flare Starter and then knock him out in 1 shot. Not gonna be mattering too much because right now we're slapping a huge deal of damage. Like G-Max Antiferno, bam, that's 240. And next turn we are able to Welder, so he's gonna take this KO, but we take this KO as well. He could set up another Centiskorch VMAX on the bench right there, if he wants to. Okay, our main concern is gonna be, how many energies in here? That's a lot, to be honest. We're gonna be losing a lot of energies, but Centiskorch can get them all back. So we can Giant Heart, Welder, get the energy back, and at one point we can use the Heatran Hotburn GX here. Hopefully. This guy has access to 100 HP, so that's not too crazy. He's playing green. Also, if we knock this guy out, he cannot resort to Magneton at all, which is awesome. And that's also another Welder on here. And we have access to Reset Stamp, so we should be good to go. Okay, Wondrous Labyrinth. Interesting. We do have Giant Heart to overlap it, so it's not a big concern at all. He might think we're running out of energies. Not gonna be the case, though. Energy Spinner, getting energy. Okay, this is a strange greens list. We haven't seen Magneton just yet, so I actually wanted to get rid of that Victini before he was able to access something like Magneton at all. Okay, GMAX Inferno. And our Centiskorch goes down, but then his Centiskorch will go down as well. So either we attach of turn, go for Heatran GX, or just get energies with Centiskorch VMAX instantly. Okay, how to do this? So first things first, this one. Next up, we Giant Heart, get rid of that one. We get 2 energies. There's still more energies in the deck, by the way. Interesting. We Quick Ball, yeah, he's already saying well played. Okay, Quick Ball, LD goes. LD goes Welder. Let's Welder onto Centiskorch, more energies. And we still have access to more Welders and more energy, so we will be able to put him to a low hand size as well. Cannot rely on Silvally just yet, but it's gonna be for next turn. So GMAX Inferno, he is in a 3-card hand in a greens build, and we have 4 energies, so he needs to find Centiskorch VMAX, and we will be able to just outrun. We also have Melolana, which is pretty huge. Pretty huge, because yeah, they just concede. So our Centiskorch build is better. Thank you, Pedro Torres, for sharing this list. We are already at a 5-win streak, so this week is going crazy for sure. We did manage to pull out a lot of wins. So if you're new to the channel and if you want to see some experience with new decks, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any adventures here. We're gonna be playing one more game with Centiskorch VMAX with Silvally. It is a very strong list for sure. I do love the way that you cannot get afraid by Reset Stamp or Marnie, which is like the main key points that this deck crumbles against. So Silvally definitely covering that weakness for sure. Tails never fails, we lost the coin flip. So if this is an Eternatus build, opponent goes first. So Eternatus, how can we manage that? Eternatus is able to one-hit KO our Centiskorch instantly. That's pretty scary. We can Melolana. The only thing we are concerned about is getting 1 energy so we can Flare Starter onto our... Centiskorch. We already have Centiskorch VMAX in hand, which is good. So we could go for Melolana, switch Eldegoss, and go from there. Okay, this is bad because the poison damage, the Heat Fighter energy also provides you against durability from something like the poison shenanigans. Okay, there's a Great Ball. I wonder if we're going to be able to find something like a Welder this turn. We have Crobat. We could also go for the Dedenne plays, by the way. So we can try to find switch or something. Okay, a capture energy going onto the Croagunk. That's pretty huge. I love that part. That means we have an extra turn to work with. That's good. Also 1 card with the Crobat. Don't care about that. Okay, that's about it. Giant Heart. And I think in this scenario, I'm actually going to scout out a little bit. See what we have to work with here. Volcanion. Or the Dedenne GX. 3 Welders in there. Okay, that's good. 1 type null. How many Centiskorch VMAX? 2. Okay, that's plenty. That is plenty. So I'm actually just gonna go for and try to find my Welders here. Just gonna get rid of a Centiskorch. Get 2 energies. Attach 1 energy. Use the Crobat first, drawing 2. We just need to find Welder, right? Oh my god. We only have 1 Centiskorch VMAX to work with right now. That's terrible. It's so terrible. We do find Welder though. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Radiating Heat. 1, 2. Whoa. Okay, we have a Reset Stamp. We already have 3 energies. Could have gotten more, but it's fine as it is. We can use Radiating Heat, but that's not going to be changing a huge deal here. We can go for Communication. We only have 1 of these left. So it's gonna be 1 big Centiskorch VMAX for next turn. Okay, it's fine. We can Welder attach. Only the Eternatus VMAX will survive a hit like this. Otherwise, we try to go find Boss's Orders and go from there. Okay, there's Croagunk. Having also 1 retreat cost. He already played. Oh, there's Eternatus VMAX. 3 Centiskorch VMAX in this card pile is pretty huge though, but we still have access Yeah, he didn't play Marnie. Ooh, there's a boss Zordus down the drain as well. Hopefully no Galarian Slowbro action. Even if he poisons us, we can evolve into Centiskorch VMAX and then get rid of the poison, which is awesome. Attachment onto Eternatus VMAX. 5 cards left. Okay, Quick Ball. There's gonna be a Crobat, presumably. Oh, another Eternatus V. Interesting. Then a Crobat? Probably has a Crobat left, right? 4 research in his discard pile. But I have 3 Centiskorch VMAX in my discard pile, so what is better, what is worse, right? I know. Hopefully no Galarian Slowbro V that poisons us, otherwise we will already have 1 damage counter, although 1 damage counter is not the biggest concern here, although we get more damage counters thanks to the Toxicroak here. Although we can one-hit KO the Slowbro V instantly, which is also kind of a nice deal. If we attach here, we have 4 energies, that's 200 damage output. We just need to find another Welder, but we have access to Eldegoss, so we'll see how that one goes. Switching around. Okay, he saves the energy on the Toxicroak here. Okay, interesting. We are poisoned. 3 damage counters. That's a whole heap of damage for sure. That means we only have... Yeah, he needs to find another Galarian Slowbro V. Hopefully it's gonna be priced. Hopefully it's gonna be priced. Maybe we should have done this differently and like gotten a Volcanion in the active position so we could have Flare started, so the Volcanion would have been poisoned. Who knows? Just need to find Quick Ball, Eldegoss, Welder, or just Welder in general. Okay, he's promoting this one. That's pretty clever. You just need to find boss. You cannot boss and Welder at the same turn. That's like... That's not good. Let's evolve here. Let's go. Yeah, he can definitely one-hit KO us afterwards. That's the biggest concern here. Quick Ball. Eldegoss, Welder. Yeah, I'm actually going to go for Eldegoss Welder because we have Cherish Balls and we can find more switches and all that later. So, just going to go Eldegoss. I'm going to get that Welder. Welder time. 2 energies here. Ta-ta! There's another Centiskorch. There's a Giant Heart. There's the Dedenne GX. Yeah, there's Dedenne GX. The only we need to find like a switch on a Heatran GX here. Yeah, that's definitely going to be possible. Fine. Okay, Quick Ball. Switch to Heatran. Okay, it's time to switch. If we switch to Heatran, we can still Welder again next turn. We still have access to a lot of Welders in the deck. And he's definitely going to be knocking us out, so that's not a big issue. Just going to get some energies here. Do we get 2 energies because there's no Dedenne GX? Yeah, there's no Dedenne GX left in the deck, so let's just get the energy so we don't draw into them. Attachment over here. Switching around. Maybe we get a Welder from the prize cards. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There we go. Heatran, knock him out. Hotburn GX. Cha-cha. Let's see. What do we have to work with? Oh yeah, there's the Welder from the prize cards. There's an energy. So we're just safely gonna set up the Centiskorch VMAX. He already got rid of 1 Welder. Actually, 1 boss's orders. Don't want to get like poisoned and knocked out here. Quick Ball, Crobat. So yeah, that's the 2nd boss's orders. Pretty good to see. If that 1 boss's orders is priced, we can safely set up a Centiskorch VMAX, a huge one, and knock this guy out. From there. Pretty big concern though, because of the poison shenanigans. We already got 30 damage, so I don't know how to feel about this, because we had to give up 3 Centiskorch VMAX to just do something here. Would our Centiskorch VMAX survive that hit? That's the main question. Dark City. Does he have enough switches? He already played 1 switch down. He needs to like have switch. There's already Dark City in the house as well. If we attach here, we don't have another attacker because yeah, Silvally can slap 120, I guess. So if we survive, we can use Silvally to knock out Toxicroak or something. Difficult for sure. We can also like poke with the Eldegoss, like 50 damage poke and shuffle, and then promote a 1 prize Pokemon. Then he has 290, but still a huge number though. Still a huge number. Yeah. What to do? I'm gonna quick ball this. Find ourselves. Yeah, we could also slap damage, but the problem is that Centiskorch, we don't have another Centiskorch VMAX, so that's gonna eventually cost us the game. Eventually. 1, 2. There's another Welder. There's the Giant Heart, which is pretty nice. So we slap 200 damage output. He's probably not gonna have Melolon or anything going for that. We have a way we can Welder again. We have the communication in hand. Don't I, how many Dark Cities in here? 2. 2 Dark Cities. Yeah, there wasn't anything left. Okay. Unfortunately. Keeping the Welder in hand for next turn. It's probably gonna be the best bet, right? Should have saved that communication, to be honest. I should have. Bam! 200 damage output. We got an energy back, so he's gonna go down for sure. We could have also like attached here, but we're gonna be Weldering onto the type null here. He could also like retreat or have a switch, but then he cannot attack with another Pokemon, which is good. Okay, there's the Marnie play. That's pretty nice. Wow, that's gonna save us for sure. Yeah, there's the only support that he could play because 4 research down the drain. We have reset stamp and switches. Well, that's not gonna get us anywhere. Hopefully he's still stuck in the active. He could attach and retreat, or he could attack. Even if he attacks, we survive the hit, so we can knock him out. Just need to set ourselves up with a Silvally, which is able to like knock out. Yeah, we can still use Giant Heart, find ourselves a Fire Energy, attach the Fire Energy, and we can stamp him to a low hand size after he knocks out Centiskorch VMAX. Yeah, working with only one Centiskorch VMAX is like terrible. Okay, Dedenne, we survive, luckily. Okay, there's the Welder, that's busted. So let's get rid of this. Just need to find something good from the prize cards, I guess. Okay, there's a Heat Fire Energy. Put that over here. Cherish Ball. Yeah, this is good. This is exactly the way I wanted it to go. Because now we can switch. We draw a lot of cards, right? We switch again. We draw 3 cards. We can reset stamp to 4. He probably doesn't have boss. Disc reload. Nothing just yet. Let's see here. Cherish Ball. Okay, 2 boss. Well, whatever we draw, we have game, right? Whatever we draw, we have game. And if he knocks us out, we reset stamp. And this Centiskorch is just building himself up to just be the most ginormous monster in the world. 3 prize cards, pretty huge. Pretty huge. Didn't want to like reset stamp him to that size. Oh, even the Dedenne GX and a Cherish Ball. So we have out, Cherish Ball, Dedenne, 2 boss. That's 4 outs out of 9 cards. So either, yeah. This Centiskorch VMAX can actually one-hit KO at one point. Yeah, he can just knock us out. If he could Marnie us, I don't think he has... Okay, he Marnies us, that means we draw into boss. We draw the boss's orders from that one. So we can just safely knock out a Toxicroak, which is awesome. Look at all those boss. Dedenne. Wow, that's a pretty close game, but this list is legit. Now Silvally also gets his glory moment and is able to get a one-hit KO on a weak HP Pokemon. And this guy has 120, and because we play the supporter, which is boss, we are able to knock this guy out. Also, now that I think about it, this Hoopa has 120 HP. Let's take this one. Well played. Yeah, here we go. Brave buddies. And that's how you play the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of none other than the Centiskorch VMAX with Silvally. Definitely enjoyed myself. There's going to be my sponsors. I'm going to be shouting them out right now. We have cardmarket.com if you're a European player. There's a €10 coupon code right there. You can buy cards and sell cards to people all across Europe. And if you don't have an account just yet, you can use that coupon code to register it. And you can get yourself €10. Only for one person. So if you're a lucky person, be sure to let me know. Yeah. In the comment section what you're gonna buy with it. And also, check out the one, the only, PokeTownStore.com, where you can buy all the TCGO needs. You can get yourself Eternus codes, Zacian codes, ADP League Battle Deck codes, Pikarom League Battle Deck codes, Mew Mew promo code, Luke Metal codes, Zacian code, everything you might need. It's there. And you can use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG for 5% of your next order. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay fresh, stay awesome. Peace.